Hello and welcome to the Brian Daley Show. Today we'll be making a super duper chocolate Ovaltine Butterball. It's terrible. Let's try that again.
Baby, there ain't no mountain high enough, ain't no valley low enough.
So 5 years ago, we made the super duper chocolate Ovaltine Butterball.
No.
A masterpiece.
'Twas.
So we're just going to talk about how that came to be and why we did that, and just some funny stories about that. So, Brian, why did we make this?
Because my 8th grade English teacher was kind of a bitch. Can I say that?
Yeah.
Okay, she was kind of a bitch, and she made us do a how-to video, and I didn't have a camera. And I waited until 8 o'clock the night before, and I called up Justin, and I said, I have Pop-Tarts, I've been watching South Park. Let's make a super duper chocolate Ovaltine Butterball.
Yeah, so it's Thursday night. It was probably 6 o'clock-ish, and all of a sudden I just get a phone call from you hey, you have a camera, can I film my how-to video for English, now? And I'm alright. You just came over, and we literally worked on this thing all night.
Oh yeah, it was 12 o'clock by the time we were done.
It wasn't exactly 12, but it got to the point where...
It was 8th grade, 12 o'clock.
Yeah. But it got to the point where his mom drove over because she was worried about you. She just all of a sudden came into our house while we were just finishing up editing. Because she was worried about what was going on and stuff. Because we were there for so long. Because we literally, it took us all night to work on that.
Mm-hmm.
So, this is basically what it looks like. Very, very, very disgusting.
In 8th grade, I was obsessed with South Park, like all 8th grade boys. And I saw the episode, Cartman Goes to Fat Camp, where Cartman wants a super duper chocolate Ovaltine Butterball. At least that's what I thought it was called.
Mom, can you go make me a toaster pastry chocolate mix butterball? You'll never find no matter how you say. Someone who loves you tender like I do. You'll never find.
I had no clue how to make it. I just took some butter, some Ovaltine, and Pop-Tarts, and was let's throw it together.
We're gonna go make this treat.
So I really had no idea what was going on in the video. Even though I was filming it, he never really told me what he was doing. So every time he did something crazy, it was always a surprise to me. There's even the point, after he smushes the Pop-Tarts and the butter together, I say, now it's time to take a bite.
Now it's time for you to take a bite.
Because I thought he was done. I totally forgot he had to smush it into a ball. So that's why I say
I didn't plan to smush it into a ball. I just looked at it and I was okay, I guess this has to turn into a ball now.
Yeah. So this whole thing was just insanity. So the scene when we put the Pop-Tarts in the toaster. For some reason, we have different stories behind this. For some reason, the camera wasn't rolling when the Pop-Tarts came up. Your story behind it.
I think that it's because his toaster sucked and the Pop-Tarts wouldn't pop up, so I just put my hand up there.
See, I remember that for some reason, we just didn't have the camera rolling when the Pop-Tarts came up.
That wouldn't make any sense, though. We'd have to be really stupid.
Have you seen the video?
That's true.
But I don't remember because there's no footage of it. So we just oh shoot, we need a shot of the Pop-Tart coming up. And instead of just putting the Pop-Tarts in again and waiting for it to pop up, we just had Brian just push it up. Figured that would do the job.
It did. It worked.
Now, just do it.
Wait, can you see my hand?
No.
What's interesting about the ingredients is that the intro of him showing the ingredients was shot last.
Okay, so these are ingredients.
We got lucky that I happened to have a stick of butter in my refrigerator because that's what we used for that intro. Because we shot the whole video and I'm aren't you supposed to because I had to do the same project for my English class and I was don't you have to introduce the ingredients and what you're going to do? And he was oh yeah.
I didn't even remember that.
Yeah, so we shot that part last. And that's why I'm credited as stunt double in the end credits.
Is that why?
It's one of the reasons.
We were just stupid.
It was a combination of both. Because we were originally going to put it stunt ingredients by Justin. Then we just put stunt double. So it was kind of a combination of that. Mm-hmm. Of just why not.
Originally, we tried to smush the butter without melting it in the microwave, and that didn't work.
It didn't smush it at all.
So we had to redo the whole thing, and that's why if you look at the Pop-Tarts, they're kind of covered in butter before we smush it with butter.
Yeah. Because we used trying this, it didn't do anything. So we're like,
Yeah, the
what should we...
Pop-Tarts just kind of fell apart.
Yeah, so it's like, let me just put it in the microwave. And that worked out pretty well.
That really did hurt my hands, by the way. That shit burned.
Oh, that burns. Oh.
So the aftermath of the video, I wish I was in your class when you watched it.
It was amazing. I think mine was the best video. It was either that or Jose Moreno. Bastard.
Which you gave the DVD to.
Yeah, he ended up posting it on YouTube, so mine wins.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I mean, we had the whole class singing Ain't No Mountain High Enough. Miss Pratt had a really pissed off look on her face, and I got a C. And I'll never forgive her for it, but we...
Didn't you say you got a C for... Because she said there wasn't effort put into it?
She said that I didn't take the project seriously. I think you guys learned how to make a super duper chocolate Ovaltine Butterball. I mean...
Do you see how much work we put into that video?
Exactly. We put in like 4 hours.
Yeah, we took that thing very seriously.
Mm-hmm.
Mostly seriously.
Well, we made her cry, so... Payback.
Yeah, that... Goal accomplished right there. But I remember I was in my English class and I was just sitting there, I'm like, I wish I was in Brian's right now watching this.
Well, you were in the class after me, weren't you?
I was in just a totally different class. Like,
Oh, really?
yeah, I didn't, like, I
You weren't one of the smart AP kids.
don't know.
Believe it or not, I was one of the smart AP kids.
It's very, very disgusting, and we're gonna go make this treat, and you're gonna eat it. Thanks.
Yeah, so the Super Duper Chocolate Ovaltine Butterball, something that started out as just a really quick project, but evolved into something I'm really proud of, and
Oh, yeah, for sure.
something that's awesome and really memorable. So happy, thank you for having to have to do a project,
Oh.
asking me to film it.
Thanks.
Now you gotta take a bite out of it.
I don't wanna.